Did you know that the image of Jesus has not always been depicted as white? This may come as a surprise to many, but it's true! Let's take a step back in time and consider the geographical and historical context of Jesus' life. Born in Bethlehem, Jesus was a Middle Eastern man, living in what is now known as Israel. It's safe to assume that he likely bore the physical traits common to people of that region during that period. In the early days of Christianity, the depictions of Jesus were more reflective of his probable physical appearance. The art of that era shows a dark-skinned Jesus with coiled, woolly hair, far from the blue-eyed, fair-skinned image that might come to mind today. These portrayals were not just artistic license, but a conscious attempt to represent Jesus in a manner true to his Middle Eastern roots. So how did we go from this representation to the predominantly white image we see today? It's a tale that spans centuries and continents. As Christianity spread, the image of Jesus began to change. But why? Let's dive into the influences that started this transformation. In the early days of Christianity, as the religion began to make its way across continents, the image of Jesus started to evolve. This was not a case of divine intervention, but rather a reflection of societal norms and the human need for relatability. As Christianity spread to regions like Europe, the image of Jesus began to mirror the local populations. The Jesus in these depictions began to look less Middle Eastern and more European, reflecting the predominantly white populations of these regions. This change wasn't just about physical appearance, it was also about cultural shifts that were happening during these times. The European Middle Ages, for instance, was a period of significant social and cultural transformation. The church was a central figure in society, and religious art was a major form of expression. Artists of the time began to depict Jesus in a way that would resonate with their local communities. This meant a Jesus who looked more like them, a white Jesus. The transformation wasn't just confined to the physical depiction of Jesus either. The characteristics attributed to him also began to change. The humble carpenter from Nazareth started being portrayed as a noble, regal figure, something that was more in line with the societal norms of the European Middle Ages. This shift wasn't a sudden change, but a gradual transformation that reflected the times and cultures where Christianity was spreading. It's a fascinating journey that shows us not just the evolution of an image, but also provides a mirror to the societies and cultures of the time. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this historical transformation in the next part of our series. Fast forward a few centuries and the image of a white Jesus has become the dominant depiction. But how did this happen? Well, let's take a trip back in time. As we journey into the era of the Renaissance, a significant shift in the portrayal of biblical figures can be observed. Artists of this period began to depict Jesus and others from the Bible in their own image. That's right, the Jesus we often visualize today, the one with flowing fair hair and light skin, is a product of European artists painting what was familiar to them. As time progressed, this depiction started to echo around the world, being perpetuated in popular culture. From church frescoes to Hollywood movies, the image of a white Jesus became increasingly prevalent. It was a snowball effect. Really, the more this image was used, the more it was accepted. And the more it was accepted, the more it was used. This widely accepted image of a white Jesus has been deeply ingrained in our culture. But it's important to remember that it's likely not historically accurate. So while the white depiction of Jesus has taken hold, it's crucial to understand the historical context and influences that led to this transformation. So we've taken a journey through history, exploring the fascinating transformation of Jesus' image. We started with the probable initial portrayal of Jesus as a Middle Eastern man, reflecting his historical and geographical origins. We saw how societal norms, cultural shifts, and artistic influences began to alter this image, gradually lightening the hue of his skin and changing his features. We delved into the pivotal events that led to this dramatic transformation, the societal norms that played a part, and the gradual acceptance of a white Jesus in art and popular culture. It's been a remarkable journey, highlighting how perceptions and depictions can change over time, influenced by a myriad of factors including politics, culture, and societal trends. The image of Jesus has undergone a remarkable transformation over the centuries. If you found this exploration intriguing, don't forget to check out our other videos on historical and cultural topics. Share your thoughts on this transformation in the comments below.